I think I might be live. Let me see. Hey, I think I might be live. I am. Good job, Chrissy. I think I might be live. All right. Okay. I'm live, y'all. Hey, Dad. How are you? Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. So I am streaming this from StreamYard, so I have to look at my phone in order to see you guys' comments and stuff like that. So, what's up? How y'all feeling? My dad commented. So I don't really like to go live for a few reasons, but we changing that in 2021. Okay, I am breaking barriers in 2021, and I'm gonna be here because I was challenged to do it, but also because I don't like to do it, and I do realize, yeah, my earring keep coming out. I do realize that going live, like speaking, is really part of my honeypot where my money is. I know that, so that's what I'm gonna be doing in 2021. I was challenged to go live every single day of 2021, possibly beyond, but we're gonna start small, okay? Um every single day by one of my business coaches, BB Robinson. She said that every day she was going live, so that's what's gonna happen. And she challenged me to do that, and as well as other people within our community, and that's where it's about to be. So I just wanted to hop on and tell y'all about what's going on and what 2021 is about to look like for me and how I can help support primarily women, but also men. I get a lot of different conversations and topics from men too. I'm just going to take these off. These cute though, ain't they? I know, but it ain't not staying in. So anyways, I am Crystal Iris, the Bossette Extraordinaire, and I am a certified professional life coach. I am also a consultant for women. I help them to break their own barriers in relationships so that they can experience more love, more passion, more purpose, and ultimately more happiness in living their life. So the way that I got started with this was back in 2009. I had this vision. I had just came home from school and I was experiencing a lot of different things, like sexual assault and all types of crazy stuff that was going on. Like real life started to hit. And I wanted to go home because I was getting depressed and things just was not what I thought that school was supposed to be or what my life was supposed to be. And so I went home and I asked God, what was I supposed to do with this experience and all of these things that were happening to me? And what God had showed me was that there were some girls and women that would be coming to me. And when they left me, they were restored, they were renewed, because whatever the case was that I was doing with them, they were restored and renewed when they went back, but they also used their purpose as a platform to reach other girls and women. So I was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. Now, how am I supposed to do this? In comes my sister maybe 20 minutes after I had this vision, and she's like, Crystal, my friends are doing some really bad things. They are out here having sex. One of my friends, they doing stuff without condoms, and another friend talking about she might be pregnant. Like, we got to do something, and you got to do it. And I was like, who got to do it? So my sister came with the confirmation that this was something that I was supposed to do. Immediately, we started this program called Hey Girl, Girls Under Reconstruction Accomplishing Life. I had my entire family involved in it. My mom was on my board. My dad was on my board. My dad did all of the catering. We had talk shows and all types of good things that was happening. But we talked about real life stuff, like the stuff that people feel uncomfortable discussing. That's all that we discussed. So we talked about dating violence because, believe it or not, the young girls was, look, when I tell you they were getting stuffed in lockers and in terrible relationships and parental family relationships, like it was all just really bad. When we started to talk more about this within the community with just the girls, then their mamas started coming. So I started with the girls, but then their mamas started coming, and then their aunties started coming. And then sure enough, I was like this 20-something year old young lady who was like talking about all of these things related to life. One of my friends from grade school started saying, Crystal, are you like a life coach? I had no idea what the heck she was talking about. But as I started to learn what a life coach was, I was like, oh my goodness, maybe I am a life coach. And so I went and got the certification to become a life coach. And then that led me into doing more things with women. So now my primary audience is women. I like working with women. And what I realized is that from our relationships, like relationships that we are involved in, they can make or break you. And if you don't learn how to navigate through those challenging times in relationships, they will break you. If you get into the relationship with somebody who is toxic to you, or they are abusive, or they don't support you, it becomes draining and you are just left and totally flatlined. So now I am working with women to help them to break those barriers in relationships, not just romantic relationships, but relationships when it comes to their parents and their children and work and all different types of relationships, even the relationships that these things have taught us about ourselves that are not true. So the barriers that we've created within ourselves simply because of the relationships that we have experiences with. So I wanted to break through all of that stuff. And that's what I've been doing in the Break Your Own Barriers 6 weeks course, which was never 6 weeks, by the way, because when we got to talking, baby, look, we went 8 weeks. We went 12 weeks. So we never quite made it to 6 weeks. We went beyond 6 weeks. And so in 2021, the BYOB course is now going to be a 12-week program. Okay, I'm really excited about it. But let me go back. So now I have the Boss Head Academy where I'm working with the women, and we talking about the relationships and breaking your own barriers into stuff. And a lot of times people ask me like, well, Crystal, if you've gone through all of this stuff, because let me tell you, yes, we had some sexual assault stuff that went on with me. We had, I got molested when I was a young girl, and I suffered in silence for a very long time. My parents had no idea because I felt like I had to keep up and uphold a reputation to protect our family image, right? It wasn't until 4 years later that I was like, okay, I got to start talking about these things because I can't truly help women if I'm not able to be transparent enough to actually lift them up and help them to locate and figure out what their purpose is. So I was blessed to be able to find out what my purpose is earlier. So now that's my duty. I partner with women to be able to transition them into whatever that upside is for them. So some women, you know, they are, some women are professional women, and when things happen, they ground themselves in work. That was me for a long time. When I found out what my purpose was, baby, look, I did. I was working, okay? So whatever romantic relationships was happening, if they wasn't aligned with, if they wasn't trying to work in my business, I had to let them go because that's all I wanted to do was work. But it was like an obsession. And although being obsessed with work is good, sometimes we're missing out on the fun part about life. You know, like a lot of people would say that I was stuck up or I didn't know how to have fun. And I really didn't know how to have fun because my priority was figuring out what I was supposed to do with my life. But as I became older and I started doing this work and experiencing more women who was going through the same things, I realized we got to have some fun in our life to create that balance. Now, a lot of people would say that there's no balance. I am also a PhD student, and my focus is well-being. I'm an international psychologist, and I'll be graduating sometime in the summer. But my study, my dissertation, and what I'm researching is all about well-being and work-family balance. Because I believe that you can have it all. You can work. You can still do great things. You can operate within your purpose, and you can still have the romantic love of your life that you want. And you need somebody that can help elevate you and that can provide the resources to get you to that upside, and whatever that upside is for you. Like, where is it that you want to be? So when I talk about what that upside is, it's like, yes, you might be going through these things right now. Like, you might be going through tough times and different challenges. And, we're still in a pandemic. 2020 was hard for a lot of people. And going into 2021, it's still going to be pretty difficult. But hopefully we're on the upside of whatever this pandemic is. So it's the same thing with your personal life. Where do you want to be in your life? Like, who are you called to be? What's the one thing that you're really, really, really supposed to be doing out here in the world? And then how you going to make it happen? So that's really, really, really important for me. And I partner with women to help them reach their upside, because it gets hard. The important thing that I talk about in the BYOB course is having your code blue team. Your code blue team are the people that's there to support you and that you can call on, that's going to be there whenever you say, hey, I'm flatline. When you say, hey, I'm flatline, these are the people that's coming to your rescue and to bring you back to life, basically. So it's important to have that when you're going into this new year, because a lot of us have all of these different goals. We have these different goals. We have these different projects that we want to be able to accomplish within this year. But then things start happening and we get discouraged, and it's okay that it happens, but you want to make sure that there's other people around you that can help support you in that transition to help you get to the other side. So I challenge you to figure out who those people are, because honestly, when we do this activity in the BYOB program, it's one of the hardest things that the women can do. I thought it should be the easiest, because originally my thought process was that you should be able to look within your family and your close friends to figure out who's bringing what to the table. Who's bringing what to come and save you? But a lot of times people don't have that. Everybody don't have their parents. We just lost a lot of people in 2020. So if your primary person that was there to help rescue you from things, or your support was primarily from a parent or a sibling, and they're no longer here, now you gotta deal with that, and you have to figure out who else can kind of not necessarily take that place, but who can bring me that resource, who can still do the same thing for me. Am I making sense, y'all? Talk to me. Tell me if I'm making sense. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Steven. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Dana. Hey, Dante. Hey, Kiana. Okay, Kiana say yes. Code blue team. Hey, Mike. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Okay, good. I almost felt like I was rambling for a second. But I'm hoping I'm making some sense by her. Hey, Linda. Linda just reminded me that I can give you another example right now. So those of you who have been following me for a while know that I have been losing weight for like the last 9 months or so. I lost a total of 50 pounds, 40 pounds with the Travis Garza program. I am under the Chicago Fat Loss Camps here, created by Jackie Clark Edwards. I started working with her. I started working with them back in March, and one of the things that's really, really amazing that and it confirmed the need for the Code Blue team is that they have like accountability coaches, care coaches, and you have like an accountability group. And then you have like all these other managers and everybody. You can reach out to anybody and get the help that you need. And so that was really important. Like whenever I felt like I wasn't about to follow this plan or I ain't feel like working out, I had to go and call somebody. I had to call my care coach, or I had to go and talk to one of the managers and say, hey, look, this fried chicken and mild sauce looking real good right now. It's looking real good. I don't think I'm going to make it. They were the people that said, Crystal, look, what was that? You're trying to be a snatch bride. You're going to be a snatch bride, right? So is the fried chicken going to help you, or is it going to get you off track? And so sometimes all you need is that one person, or you need that group of people that's going to come to the rescue when you call on them. The key to your accountability partners, though, is that you need people who's going to be a no matter what. You need no matter what people on your team. They could have been like, you know what, girl, you on your own. You on your own, girl. But that's not who I needed. I needed somebody that was still going to show up and work out. The trainers were going to show up. My 520 Liddy committee was going to show up whether I went to the camp or not. They were still going to eat healthy whether I ate healthy at home or not. You need no matter what people so that they can also be the example to support you in that upside. So yes, I did. By the time September 20th came, baby girl was down 50 pounds and she was a snatch bride, okay? And it was because I had a Code Blue team within that fat loss group. So as you are going into 2021, and you are developing your goals and you're figuring out what it is that you want to do, make sure that you have a group of people who bring something to you, who have some resources to help you to get there. It may not be your mama. It may not be your best friend. It may not be your childhood friend from, whoever. It may not be the person that when you say you're about to lose weight this year, they're the ones that say, oh, count me in, because they're not going to be the one that actually stick through. They're not going to stick with it. So somebody within the group got to be the no matter what person. I can't tell you how many times like I've had these accountability partners, and if I say that I'm not doing it, they fall off too. Or if they say that they're not doing it for the day, then I fall off too. You got to have people on your team that are going to do things for you no matter what. Do things for you no matter what. Okay? Whether that's just you watching. The other key that you need to know about accountability is that sometimes when you're building your Code Blue team, you got to realize that you got to come and ask for the stuff. I can't, like, I'm a care coach for Garza now. Shout out to Garza. Okay. I'm a care coach now because of the examples that I've been setting within the program. And so they had asked me if I would be interested in being a care coach. So now I'm one of the people that can provide resources to those who are also losing weight, right? So the people that are successful in the program are the people that come and say, girl, that chicken and mild sauce looking real good right now. Those are the people that are successful. The people that fall off, let's say they did eat the chicken and the mild sauce, right? And they feel so bad and so guilty, and they beat themselves up so bad that they just disappear. We don't see them back at the camp. We don't hear from them. They probably blocked us and all types of stuff. The key to being successful is knowing that you got to make the phone call. If you don't make the phone call, you sitting over there suffering in silence, can't nobody come to your rescue. Like, what signals do people need to know in order to come and help you? So that's something that you really, really, really got to also make sure you are aware of. Hey, y'all. I see some comments. Dana, Mike Tully, Maya Jones. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Hey, sister. Sheree said, not the Code Blue team. Hey, husband. Hey, Jonay. It probably isn't any of them. It sure may not be. A lot of times it's not. Like when I tell you in the BYOB course, it's literally the hardest. It's hard. It's hard for people. And I thought that it would be so easy for people to be able to identify who their Code Blue team is. But when we did the evaluation, we do the assessment, they realize it ain't these people all the time. Sometimes it is, sometimes it ain't. And that's a hard pill to swallow for people. But you got to know where people are in your life and if they can support you or if they can't. That's all I wanted to say as far as 2021 and all of that. I wasn't even supposed to talk that long, but y'all got me going. So moving on, the next thing that I wanted to talk to you about is what I'm doing in 2021. So the BYOB 12-week course, like I said, now it's going to be 12 weeks instead of 6 weeks because we just love everybody. The ladies didn't want to separate after 6 weeks. So we're pushing through the 12 weeks. They have access to various coaches, not just me. We've also developed a Code Blue team within the program that was there last year also. There's 3 coaches, and then there's each person has an accountability partner. And they also have access to like a lifeline, which is called like your Code Blue. If the ladies call Code Blue, that means the coaches and probably their accountability partner, if they want to, are about to get on the phone call and hash out whatever this problem is. We've had women who are in abusive relationships who was like, I need to get out the house. And not necessarily physical situations where they too can also get in have issues, but maybe just verbal, or they just needed to get out of the house. Code Blue is like, what's up? We on the pull up. What's up? We about to get on this Zoom. We're going to figure out what's going on. We're going to give you some support, some resources, and help you get to the other side so you can at least deal with what it is that needs to be dealt with. And if we can provide resources or whatever, then we're going to do that. So the BYOB course, that's coming. The other thing is I just released a cartoon, a date tea series. Hey, my date tea series is now out. So back in the day, right, before I was married and successfully dating Jay, I had all of these crazy dating experiences, and people was like, Crystal, you should just like start sharing your dating experiences because they just be so funny. And I was like, okay. So, you know, right now, the dating scene right now, a lot of people are just so frustrated with dating. They don't want to be bothered in relationships. Now, granted, we're in a pandemic now, but you can still date if you want to. There's ways around it, okay? People are frustrated. They don't want to do the whole starting over thing. They don't want to get to know anybody else and things like that. So people tend to stay in relationships or just be unhappy when it comes to the romantic relationships. But I say you should be able to have some fun in your relationships. And so if you start to change your mindset around dating and relationships, let's say you did have a bad date. I done had plenty of bad dates. I done had some bad dates that was like, I'm never talking to you again. But even then, being able to change your mindset and saying, okay, well, at least maybe I got a new friend, or at least now I know I don't like that. If you don't date, if you don't get to experience new things within your dating experiences, how do you know who you like Or how do you know what you like? How do you know how to communicate with people? If you got some trauma stuff going on, you got to be able to communicate with people that these are your traumas. This is your trigger. And when I do this, this is what I need you to do for me. Okay. Sometimes we got to have that. Hey, Pawpaw. So yeah. So my Date Tea series are now placed into animation. At first, I was just doing like little lives, or I would do some other little video stuff and just or post, and I would just comment, post them or whatever. But then me and Jay talked about it, and we was like, this would be hot in an animation. So hence, now we have an animation. So I'm going to show that to you guys. I want you to watch it with me. I know I've already posted it and stuff like that, but I want y'all to watch it with me so I can get y'all reactions, okay? Let me see if I can do it. Let me see if I can do it. Okay. Share audio. 1 second. So I can show y'all. Ooh. Can you see? Are you able to see my screen? I think there's a little delay. Hey, Soror. Okay, you can see.
I used to see this cuddly dude, ugly and cute at the same time. This one time he had just bought a new townhouse, and we went to this Mexican restaurant around the way. After dinner, we went back to his place to kick it. We had a few drinks, and he introduced me to cigars. So after about an hour of chill time, I had to use the bathroom. He showed me where it was and said, "Look, my plumbing is messed up, so don't flush the toilet. I got the plumber coming back tomorrow to look at it." So I'm like, okay, cool, kind of weird, but okay. He convinced me to spend the night because I had gotten a little bit too tipsy and I lived 45 minutes away. I woke up a few hours later because my stomach was on fire at this point. All of those drinks and Mexican food caught up with me. I was so scared. I was sweating and thinking to myself, I cannot boo-boo in this man's crib. But I had to do something. I had two options. Option one, try to drive home and risk shitting up my car. Or option two, risk his frat brothers knowing that I was the cute boo-boo girl. I chose the latter because I couldn't hold it. So this is what I did. I eased up from up under his arm and tiptoed to the bathroom. I grabbed all the materials needed to perform this exorcism. It was just that bad. I mean, like, I was in there running water. I had to grab the biggest towel I could find. And then I had to use my abs and self-taught breathing technique to control the deposit so that it comes out smoothly and not too loud. So I'm in there like, I finished my secret mission, washed up real quick, and got back in the bed to a peacefully snoring man who didn't even realize I had left. I was so proud of my endeavor that I had to tell my mama. She was cracking up when I was telling her the story. I was feeling myself though, so much so that I was even considering teaching a class to women about how to do this. Out of nowhere, old boy called me and I answered all cute like, "Hey, you miss me already?" He was like, "Hey, do you get embarrassed easily?" I'm like, no. He's like, "Okay, cool. So, did you take a shit?" I'm like, "Me? Hell no." He's like, "Well, it wasn't but two people up in here and it for damn sure wasn't me." I'm denying it like a mug because, I don't do that shit. I'm the lady. So he goes on with the story and he's like, "Well, I tried to do laundry and my washer didn't work. So when the plumber came by to fix the toilet, he opened up the pipes and was like, 'Bruh, here's why the washer not working. It's a doo-doo right there.'" So I'm going to ask you one more time. Did you do? I hung the phone up on his ass. Just looked at my mom with the I got busted for boo-booing face. I ain't talked to him since. Ladies, look. I tell this story not because I wanted to admit to the world that I too boo-boo, but because you don't need to be with nobody who's going to call you out on your shit, sis.
Okay, I'll stop sharing. Oh my god. Okay, tell me what your thoughts are. So these date tea stories are for real, okay? Like these are all real life true stories. And it's like so funny. But it's okay. Like Kevin Hart said, laugh at my pain because it's true. Like how many ladies for real, how many of y'all ever been on a date and y'all stomach started like really hurting? Okay. How many of y'all for real? Stop playing with me. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Quinn. Hey, Brandy. Maya, she's over on YouTube and she said, I lost it when you said you hung up on him. Girl, look, I had to hang up on him. And it's so, what's crazy, what's crazy is that I know like a lot of his friends, we have some of the same friend groups. And I was like, I just know, I really thought I had gotten out of it. Like I tell you, I came home and told my mama, like, girl, like, let me tell you what happened. I think I could really do this. And I told her, I was like, I really think that I can do this. I can teach women that how to use the bathroom, like when they at their bae house, because it's something that's important. Like my husband still don't really know that I use the bathroom like that. Okay. My husband still look. I will come all the way to my mama's house, go upstairs to the bathroom, okay? Because I don't do that. I am a lady. So I'm definitely not about to do that at bae house. And somebody that I'm dating, like, no. And I really thought that I was about to get away with it. And dude just called me out of the blue and was like, did you take a shit? No. And I completely forgot that he had told me not to flush the toilet. And had I remembered that, I probably would have gone home and risked, using the bathroom in my car, because that was embarrassing. I have not talked to him since then. Actually, maybe like a month or two ago, he texted me around my birthday. He texted me and was like, your birthday coming up. I'm like, nigga, I ain't talked to you in like how many years? I ain't talked to him in like so many years, and then all of a sudden he decided he wanted to text me randomly about my birthday. Boy, go. So those will be dropping periodically. They are under the Reckless Enlightenment brand. So I have so many other stories that are written down, and they are currently in production. And they will be getting rolled out. Maisha said, I had a similar situation, but I was at my boyfriend at the time, bestie's house. Oh my God, that's even worse. At your boyfriend's bestie house. Look, girl, you can't be doing that. She should have told you the toilet wasn't messed up before you came over. So he should have before I went over. But see, the plan was not to go to the house. We were just going to do dinner. But then he was like, oh, let's do drinks or whatever. And, do you want to smoke cigars? I had never smoked a cigar in my life. So he had to teach me like all of that stuff. So we was just, I hadn't seen him in a long time. We had used to date a while before, but then he came back, whatever. Anyways, and we was just catching up on old times. And then he came and was like, do you want to go to the house, whatever. So he had a new townhouse. I wanted to see the house, and he talked about how pretty it was, and it was really pretty. But yeah, he told me when I went to the bathroom the first time that the toilet was messed up and not to flush the toilet. But see, when I spent the night, which was not a part of the plan, that Mexican food and the drinks didn't do me right. And so I had to do what I had to do. But I did the best that I could. Mike said the plan is always for you to come over. You know what? You might be right. But I don't know, Mike. You know, he was much older. He was much older, and he didn't. We had never, even when we dated before, we ain't do nothing. Like, we didn't do nothing sexual. I never even kissed that man. So we was just hanging out, chilling. We dated, but I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't even remember kissing that man. Anyway, so yeah. So along with the date tea stuff, my focus is always on healing, but now I'm pushing more for dating and relationships of all kinds. Instead of just like healing overall and stuff like that, because it's gonna come, those things are gonna come up all the time anyway. But when I've been working with the ladies, it's always something with mother-daughter relationships or romantic relationships, or them trying to progress and work, and them not being able to figure that out. So all of that is healing work still. But the shift is a little bit different. So I'm also offering date consulting, or dating consulting. Okay, because I can't tell you how many times I've been called while one of my ladies were on a date. They'll call me from the bathroom like, girl, look, he doing this. What do I need to do? Or, girl, look, he asked me to come over to his house. Like, what should I do? What do you think I should do? Girl, I don't think I can go on this date because, like, I'm too nervous. Like, I got first time jitters. And so I have to, like, I've been coaching women. I haven't offered it as a service, but I get those phone calls and inboxes and texts all the time about me providing advice about dating. So I am offering that as a service this year. So you'll be hearing more about that too. Maisha said, I had to go to Jules a few blocks away from the bestie's house. His bestie thought I was throwing up and told my guy I was pregnant. That is hilarious. Brandy said, how he got a new house with a broken toilet. Girl, I don't know. But he had some plumbing issues. I don't remember I don't remember the story that he told me. I just remember him saying something happened and he ended up having some plumbing issues and the guy was coming out the next day. That's all I remember. But girl, that's funny. But that's all I got for y'all right now. The BYOB course is about to be lit. Jay and I are moving to LA at some point when COVID is not so serious in California. I'll be going live every single day. So you'll see me tomorrow. Dating consulting services. Hey, what do y'all think about this idea? I've been thinking about this, okay? So people have been asking me and Jay to like hook them up with people, but I don't want to take on the responsibility of playing matchmaker. But what I would like to do is showcase different people and let people find them. Like, y'all start your own conversation. Like, I want to kind of interview people. I want to interview people that are looking for different men or men that are looking for women and see who is interested in in dating them, and then they can start their own conversation. But what do you think? Tell me what you think. Thank you, Maisha. Hey, Brandy. Yeah, we moving, girl. We getting the heck up out of here. Oh, I've been on here for 40 minutes already. So, that's all I got. I'm not going to say much more unless y'all got something for me. Do you all have any questions for me, or is there anything that you would like to see from me? People have been asking me about Reiki. Reiki is energy shifting, and I am a Reiki practitioner. But I think I'm gonna plan out when I'm going to offer one-on-one Reiki. I'm not offering that every day as an everyday service because it takes too much. It takes too much, and I ain't got. It takes too much, and you have to be in a certain space. And while I'm finishing school, my mind tends to be kind of everywhere. I don't have time for that. I like to be in a certain space when I'm doing Reiki. So I will give a heads up when I'm offering that, but I'm not offering that right now. Maisha said, I like that idea and would be interested. Yay, thank you. Mike said, awesome job. Thank you. All right, well, that's it, y'all. I'm hungry. I need to get me some food, and then I have to make a round to my husband and his parents' house. So I will holler at y'all later, tomorrow to be exact. Oh, this how you do that? Wow. Hey, that's cool. Okay. Okay, bye.